Hello, I'm Johnny. Welcome to Teardown Tuesday. Woohoo! We've got little Johnny. Johnny Be Good. He's a little toy we dug out of the cupboard for Sagan to have a play with, and he's supposed to get one of these, you've seen them, these little dancing toys, like a Tickle Me Elmo kind of thing, except he's a little bear and he sings Johnny Be Good from Back to the Future. Awesome. So you press the button and what? Nothing happens. Unfortunately, he's a bit busted because the battery holders inside are all rusted away and broken off. So I thought I'd just fix it and do a little mini teardown of this thing. Not that there's much in these things, you know. There'll be a motor and some cogs and a servo and a little El Cheapo PCB with just a chip to drive the thing and sing Johnny Be Good and a little speaker, and that's about it. But anyway, I thought I'd have a go at repairing him and get him going and singing Johnny Be Good and dancing around, hopefully. Now, if we take a look at Johnny's backside here, we'll see that he was actually glued all the way around here like this. But I was able to get my screwdriver in there and just pry it off, and it looks like it just pried off pretty easily, actually. And then if we take this thing like this, it looks like it just slides. Whoop. Oh, we've got some wires there. They're probably going up to the sensor switch on the hand, I'd say. But you pull that back and it looks like there's the speaker. Yeah, they definitely go up to the hand, I think. And bingo. We can pull up his DACs there, and you can see the top platform in there, so that's what gives him the rigidity to, sit flat on the bench and then bop around, and that's rather neat. So I should be able to, a couple of screw holes in there, should be able to take that apart. Now the real problem with Johnny is that all the springs are broken off and it's completely rusted, and really I don't know of any decent way to actually repair that apart from rip out this whole thing and replace it with a new 3AA, or even if you want to go smaller, a 3AAA battery holder in there. But I can't access the wires. I can see a couple of yellow ones down there, but I don't think they're the battery. So really I'm going to have to rip this thing open and see if I can replace that, at least access the wires in there, so I can solder on a new battery pack. Now perhaps one of my Chinese viewers might be able to tell me what those characters mean. Is that like a QC test pass kind of sticker, I would presume? So if you know what that is, please let me know. So I've taken the screws off this thing, so let's try and get this open. Hopefully it doesn't all fall apart, fall to pieces, right? I'm going to try and keep it together as much as possible, and it looks like this battery holder just, yep, battery holder just comes out. Ta-da! There we go. Aren't too many surprises inside here at all. As you'd expect in these low-cost consumer toys, there it is, a chip-on-board device that would contain the encoded wave, some 8-bit wave sound recording of Johnny Be Good to actually play it, and it'd have, something to drive the motor, and, not really much else in there, actually. And, it'll have a speaker driver to drive it, and it's, on a cheap single-sided PCB there, because these things need to get down to the absolute lowest possible cost. And there's a motor in there. It looks like there's some cogs down in there. If you can see it, there's a capacitor across the motor down there, and not much else. It all just goes into this one little cheap board. Obviously these wires out here, as we saw before, penetrate the case and they go outside down to the switch. So there is no on-off switch on this thing. So you put the batteries in. This is a very low power device. It'd only take, microamps on standby or something like that, and as soon as you hit the switch, it powers up, drives the motor, sings the song, and everyone's happy. So there's not much in this thing at all. There's just a little armature. There's a plate on the top there, which just dances back and forth, presumably. The motor. I'm not going to take all the cogs apart and show you. It's, you know, there's not much doing there at all. It just vibrates that plate, because all he does is just dance back and forth, you know, just bops back and forth. His head just goes doot, 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 and his arms are just attached so they look like they're going too, but all it is a platform which just tilts back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, while Johnny B. Goode's playing. Now, I think by far the easiest thing to do here is just get inside there and hack out all the inner bits and see if I can get another battery holder to fit in there, either a AA or more likely a AAA battery holder, because that'll work just as well. The battery life won't be as long, but that's alright. Just want to get this thing up and running again. So what I might try and do first actually is just slide these out and see if I can replace that with a new one, because that's, you know, rusted. I don't want to try and attach new springs or anything like that to that, and I'll get this one down here out as well, and I will try and get a new one from another battery holder, and maybe that will hopefully do the trick. I don't think I'm actually going to fit a AA, you know, another AA battery holder in there. It's just going to be slightly, by a millimetre, probably slightly too small, of course. They're just horribly corroded. I'm not going to attempt to fix that at all. So I might get another couple of battery holders and see if they've got a similar, because most of them will have a similar, you know, sort of a terminal plate like that to join the two batteries in series. So hopefully I can get another plate and that'll just drop in there and I can use the existing holder. Well, we'll find out anyway. Actually, on second thought and on second measurement, it looks like the plastic is, that top plastic is too thick to fit down that slide in there like that, which is really quite annoying. So maybe I'm thinking one of these AAA battery holders. I don't have any three-way ones. They're fairly rare compared to the two and the four-way ones. So I've only got a four-way AAA, and it seems to fit in there rather snugly if I chop out all the stuff in there. And as it turns out, that looks like it's going to fit very snugly in there like that, with the wire coming out the bottom. And all I've got to do is put the positive one, because the back of this battery holder here has this wire running across down here, and all I've got to do is that becomes the positive wire now. So I just wire that up down there through to the positive one, and it should just slip right in there like that. I rather like it. Wow, I'm really impressed. That's turned out almost perfectly. It's practically a perfect fit in there, and I can use the existing cover plate on there with the existing screw as well to hold it in place, and I've got less battery capacity, of course, but it's still going to work a treat, and the wires just come out the bottom. Sometimes you just win like that. I think we've made a little bit of a mess here, so we'll just clean that up, and we should be right to go. Ready to put back together. I put some heat shrink on there. You've got to, even though it's only a toy, it's a sort of a one-off little hack repair. You've got to take a little bit of pride in your work, and we'll slip this back together, and hopefully we'll see Johnny dance. Okay, Johnny, do your thing. Woohoo! It's among the evergreens. Should love getting a birthday on wood, and let the country boy named Johnny be good. Alright, well done, Johnny. Beautiful. So there you go. It wasn't much of a teardown, sorry. It was more of a little, just a hack repair of a Sagan toy here. But anyway, I hope you liked it. Catch you next time. He's not sure. Oh, no.
Oh, scary Johnny, is it?